What's going on, people? Proston Talk here, back again, and kind of pissed off here because I just recorded a 13-minute video of me talking about the Summerslam review, and I go back to the file I saved it wasn't fucking there. I fucking saved the damn thing. Anyway, I'm gonna fucking do this again for the final time. So the pre-show match, Andrea Cien Almas and Selena Vega defeated Rusev and Lana. It was a whatever match, but it was what it was. I didn't see the Cedric Alexander and Cedric Alexander and Drew Gulak match because I just kind of like whatever. I didn't care for it. The B Team versus the Revival. It was a comedy match. The B Team got the win, and then the best way to open up SummerSlam was Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. And what a great opener this was, like back and forth, like these guys were changing blows and stuff like that. Probably one of the best matches of the night. I really enjoyed the chemistry, and shockingly enough, Seth Rollins got the belt. I didn't think that they was gonna do the whole switcheroo with the whole belt, but yeah, Seth Rollins, wins the belt with the Dirty Deeds. I know that people saying, "Oh, Dean Ambrose should have turned heel here," but I did hear the rumors that Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are rumored to team up at Hell in a Cell against Drew and Dolph. But if that's the rumors are true, I think that they're gonna keep milking this whole Dean Ambrose return thing for a few more weeks, yeah. And then at Hell in a Cell, I think they're gonna return. But yeah, this was a real good opener. I enjoyed it. Then we had the New Day, baby. I'll never do that again. Versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the tag team titles. The New Day at this point, they don't need a belt because they're over as it is with all the merch they have and all the reactions they get from the crowd and stuff, and the kids love them, so that's good. But the Bludgeon Brothers, they really need that. They really need the belts because they're not getting a good reaction. Because the thing is, they need to get more better as heels, and I feel like every time that the Bludgeon Brothers come out, it's always a quiet reaction, so they really need to step up their game. Same with Dolph and Drew. When they came out for their match, I was like, why are they not reacting to the crowd? Like, is it something they're not doing or whatever? But yeah, same with those two guys. They need to step up their game too. Then we have Braun versus Kevin Owens for the Money Back briefcase. If Braun Strowman lost, then he would lose it to Kevin Owens. This match had no purpose to be on the main card. I'm sorry, Braun. I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm a fan of both guys, but this was a total waste of time. You could have had this on the pre-show, and I would have put maybe Selena Vega and Andre Cien Almas on the main card against Rusev and Lana. I would have swapped those two matches around. It didn't have any meaningfulness on the show, to be honest with you, really, because Braun didn't cash in at the end anyway. So anyway, Braun wins the match, and that was that. Then we have Charlotte, Carmela, and Becky defend. We have Carmela defending her women's championship against Becky and Charlotte. You know what? This was a good match. I won't say it was a bad match. The only thing I didn't like about it is that Charlotte won right here, which I didn't think that she needed it. Charlotte is, over as it is. She doesn't need the belt. She's established as it is, as well as a top women's wrestler on SmackDown, so she didn't need it. But for Becky, on the other hand, if she didn't turn heel tonight, I was real worried for her because I didn't know if she was gonna go back to her old self and basically just get lost in the shuffle or whatever it was. But I'm glad that she turned heel, and it looks like an evolution. They're gonna have Charlotte and Becky and Hell in a Cell as well, which I think is gonna be really good. And I'm glad that she turned heel. I mean, it was about time that they did something fresh with that character because, to be honest with you, it was running its course, and I'm glad that they refreshed it. And I'm gonna see how this Becky Lynch heel turn goes on. I'm gonna be watching Tuesday night, so yeah. Then we have my guy Samoa Joe, and I've got to say, if there was a Savage of the Day award, I'm gonna hand it to Samoa Joe because he got on that announce table and he looked directly at Wendy. He says, "You know what, Wendy? After this match is over, you're gonna be looking at your new daddy, Samoa Joe." And after that, I was like, man, this guy has no chill. He did it in front of the kid and the wife. Like, man, big props to Samoa Joe for that. But the match was really good. I know people saying, "Oh, it's not like there's the fucking TNA Unbreakable 2005 match," but in my opinion, this was up there as one of the better matches in my opinion. I think in the latter stages in TNA they didn't have that many good matches, but this was their first post TNA match they've had against each other in the WWE ring. So I think that this was a good match they had. AJ botched the Styles Clash, or well, he did because he only had one arm on Samoa Joe, which could have ended nasty for Samoa Joe if he kind of didn't tuck his head or anything like that. But yeah, the match ends with a DQ. AJ gets so pissed off at Joe at this point that he hits him with a chair multiple times, and then his wife's like, AJ, did you have to do that? Like, bruh, this man cannot catch a break. Like, his best friend is like being a savage to his wife, and then his wife's like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't know. But anyway, Joe gets the win by DQ, and I don't know why WWE is so hesitant on fucking having Joe become a world champion on the main roster. Like, the guy's the best mic worker on the fucking in the company. So why the hell do WWE are so hesitant on having Joe as the world champion? I don't get that. It's just weird. But yeah, Joe, he needs to be world champion. And another guy that should be in the contention for the world championship is The Miz. And him and Daniel Bryan had a really great match here. A lot of people say, oh, the finish was kind of weird and corny, but you know what? I think it's a good finish. Miz using the brass rings and Maurice getting involved. I think that was a good story there. And the thing is, with that, you know what? People say, oh, Daniel Bryan should have won, but you know what? Daniel Bryan was the guy on his way out. He's the guy on his way because he's the guy that, his contract is up in September, and his job is now, like it was for most wrestlers in the 80s and 90s, if you're on your way out, you do the job. So, Daniel Bryan did his job, and he, put over The Miz. And I think at Hell in a Cell, my thing is with The Miz, if I was The Miz, I would say on Tuesday night, you know what, Daniel? As I say, so Daniel Bryan's going to come out here first and say, well, you know what, Miz, you only hit me with a breast, no, she didn't defeat me clean. And Miz can respond to say, you know what, Daniel? Let's put an end to this feud. 8 years in the making, let's put an end to it. And you know what, how we should blow this feud off? Hell in a Cell. Me versus you, but a stipulation. If you cannot defeat me this time in this Hell in a Cell match, then you're gone from WWE. That's what I would add to the match anyway. Then we had Finn Balor versus fucking Baron Corbin. Balor gets the win. I made a reply on Twitter to somebody. Somebody says Finn Balor is boring without the fucking face paint, and I said underneath, well, without the face paint, Finn Balor is just like a moldy piece of bread. I just laughed at that. I don't know why, but yeah, I thought it was funny, so I tweeted it. Then we had Shinsuke Nakamura defeating Jeff Hardy for the US title. Jeff did a swanton, Van Orton came out, and then he walked away. Maybe he's thinking about putting his hands down in his pants and doing what he does backstage now. Then we had Ronda Rousey. We had Ronda Rousey defeat my wife, Alexa. This is kind of awkward. So, the whole thing about this was that I didn't want Ronda Rousey to get the win because I'm not a fan of her, and you know what it is, you guys. But why? I know they was gonna do this, but why? Why now? Why? Oh my God! Could you not just give the women's title to Ronda Rousey at Money in the Bank, and then you would have had Alexa maybe cash in here? Oh my God! Why does Vince make this so hard? Oh. But anyway, it was a fucking terrible match. Alexa tried to do what she tried to get a good match out of her, but it was what it was. But I don't know. Yeah, let's move on to the next match. Then we had Roman Reigns. I'll sit back there. We had Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. Before the match started, Braun Strowman comes out and he goes, Rah! And he goes, Roman, Brock, whatever happens in this match, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna start doing this voice because I cannot do it. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna become the next in line for the Universal title. And then after that, basically, Roman Reigns tries to do a spear to Brock Lesnar, and then Brock dives out the way, and then Roman Reigns does a suicide dive onto Braun Strowman, and then Braun Strowman's down, and Roman Reigns is, well, down as well, and Brock Lesnar's like, oh, wait a minute, if Braun gets up quick enough, he's going to cash in on me and make this a three-way. So I'm going to take Braun out with an F5, a chair. He throws his briefcase into the crowd, and then Brock gets his chair. Come on, Roman, you want some more, boy? And then after that, Reigns spears him and gets the win. And Roman Reigns is your new WWE Universal Champion. You know what? I am glad that Roman Reigns is a champion. Finally, the belt's off Brock. They may do a triple threat at Hell in a Cell, which they may do. I know some people said on Twitter that maybe Braun's going to win tomorrow night on Raw. It could happen, but I'm just glad that Brock is not the Universal Champion. And for the smarks out there who dislike my video, my Dave Meltzer video, I've got some news for you guys. I have a section on my channel, and I'm going to name it. You know what I'm going to name it? The Smarts Corner. So, how fitting for what's happened tonight at SummerSlam that the debut episode is this Wednesday. Yes, this Wednesday, the Smarts Corner. You get your own segment with Smarts. You get to give your thoughts on the current state of the WWE from this week. That means SummerSlam, Raw, and SmackDown. So, yeah, watch out for that, guys. Anyway, guys, this is it for my SummerSlam 2018 review. What do you guys think about this card in the comment section below, guys? And, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.